want to make sure that this is
muted. Yeah, it's not. Where are you?
all right.
And we don't have anything else open now.
Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's wound up and ready for a weekend. I'm going to run through the chat like normal. Dorinda, Frankstein, Bella Villa, Gigi. Oh, let me get my glasses on here, guys. Diana Teeny, Magic, Susie Snedhead, good to see you. Red, always a pleasure. All right, hello everybody, and great to see everybody. I'm glad everybody's coming in. It's a little early tonight, but we had a few change of plans and decided, what the heck? We all had time to do it. Let's get her did. And there's a lot of people out there that's been asking me to go a little earlier, so occasionally I will. I can't do it through the week mostly, but towards the weekend we could probably try to jump in here a little early. Cool Gamer, hello, and Liz Griswold, hello. Good to see both of y'all. Rob, everything going all right?
Everything's going great. Glad to see everybody tonight. Susie Snedhead, Griswold, Red, Dorinda. Yeah, everything's going good. Anybody I missed? Cool Gamer.
Cool Gamer, Gigi. That's all right. We're going to have a few we'll miss tonight, but
yeah, we're going to try.
Yeah, there's when there's 20, 30, it's easy to keep up. When you get over 40, 50, 100, it's hard to keep up with that.
Hi, Margaret.
Absolutely. Good to see you, Margaret.
Margaret in there.
We decided that tonight is a lounge night. Remember, Shane, we were talking about that?
Yep.
And we are going to do the lounge and neck draft. Glad to have you here. And I got caught up with myself last couple of days. We've been dealing with this Article 42 thing. And a lot of meetings over it and everything because they're going to really invade next month. But that's why I haven't been here between that and work. I've been just busier and busy. So I'm glad to be here. Shane said, my God, you're coming up tonight. I shouldn't go live.
I didn't never once said that.
Yeah, we are. It is Friday night, and it is Friday night before Thanksgiving. You excited about Thanksgiving, Shane?
Going to get stuffed and lay around miserable for a little bit.
Yeah, unbutton those pants. Get ready to eat.
Yeah, and then an hour and a half later, I'll be starving to death again.
Amen. Lizzie, glad to have you here. Dorinda, good to see you. And Gigi, she shortened her name.
Yes, she did.
Good to see you too. And Margaret Edgar, good to see you too.
Yep, Margaret and Edgar.
Yeah, we've been busy. I've been waiting to see if they'll ever end this election so that we can kind of get an idea of how many people are actually going to be on the Republican side.
Well, and like I said, yeah, I'm liking hearing that there's not a lot of people wanting McCarthy in there because that's the best thing they could do.
Get rid of him. Get rid of the other one.
Pelosi stepping down.
Yeah, she stepped down today. She turned it over to Hakeem Jeffries.
Yeah.
Who's a work of art. He's a piece of shit, but we'll just call it the way it is. But you know what? With him in power, we are all going to get woke. But that's right. He isn't in power. So I guess we're not listening to the little bastard. That's even better.
Yeah. Jabanil 7, hello. Good to see you, bud.
Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Good to see everybody. Hey, Lily J, good to see you.
Lily, sorry I missed you. Yeah.
Now, with everything the way it's going, I think sometimes after 2 years of this shit, we can maybe catch our breath a little bit for a minute or two. You know what I mean?
Boy, I'm sure hoping.
Me too. Andy, glad to have you here, brother. Hello from the snowy Kingston, right on over in Europe.
How cold is it, Lizzie?
I'm freaking cold.
Like I said, my high today was 28.
We're at 68 or 65.
Yeah, we're supposed to jump up tomorrow. I don't know why it's supposed to get so cold today because we didn't get no snow or nothing, but tomorrow's supposed to be Yeah, they're at 34. So Gypsy Lizzie is.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're supposed to be at like 43, and then the rest of the week we're for the next week supposed to be in the 40s, 50, or 50s and 60s.
Good
So that'd be all right.
Thanksgiving weather. Time to go hunting.
Yep. Yeah, you can.
I would-
You won't be
Go ahead.
freezing to death when you're walking them up.
Amen. Joy, glad to see you. What life? Good
What
to see
life?
you too, brother.
Hello. Been a day or two.
Well, you know what? We're on early today, and people that glad to have them here, and glad that we talked today, Shane. And I'm glad that we came on early.
Oh yeah. Louise, do you got something beeping in the background?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I put it on
Dinner?
to keep it warm.
What did you put in
Oh,
there?
okay.
Stuffing.
I have the potatoes in there, the stuffing's in there, and the pie is in there.
There you go.
Always hit Thanksgiving before Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. My mom's having hers tomorrow.
Beep.
Are you heading down?
No,
No.
no,
Staying
because
home, huh?
it's yeah, I'm staying home. It's just too far down there and too far back, and I want to do a Thanksgiving show here, and well, not necessarily Thanksgiving tomorrow, but I want to, I've got obligations, and I can't handle that many little kids running around all the time, and there's a bunch of them. There is a bunch of them.
Neighbor just got fresh roadkill by the side of the road. He's skinning a deer as we speak. Right on, Gypsy. Yeah, our beeper is back in is up. It's done.
Andy
now.
Hendrich, hello, good to see you.
So how's everybody been doing? I mean, I haven't been on for almost a week. Well, I was on Monday.
Camo Carl, good to see you.
Yes, we did, Camo. We have a razzle dazzle pie that my wife cooked.
Yes.
And mountain lions there. I'm Camo Carl, just keeping in touch.
Oh, Lord.
Good to see you, brother. I should add a squirrel picture. Right on, do that, Gigi. That's kind of your call sign. Wow.
Oh, cool.
Right
on
on.
the fire pit.
Out by the fire pit. Ours is shut down for the evening. Thank God. We're gonna have a quiet weekend.
No guns going off, no fist fights.
Not that dog's going off, but he's going to mountain lions. Right on, Camo. Nah, we were sitting down here last night, and it was a long meeting, and it gets kind of old. I'm kind of sore today, but I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be live with you, Shane, and I'm kind of rambling. It's about time for a beer.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. It's been a while.
I'm glad to be here. Next little bit's going to be interesting, but I think we're going to get through it just fine.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have to one way or another, and I'm not going to let them all freak me out anymore. I got so tired of that.
Yep. Dorinda, do you not check your email?
Shane, do you not check your email?
I check mine.
Hi, Cindy
Right on.
Fuller Stevens.
Good to see you, Cindy.
Cindy Fuller Stevens. It's always
Yes.
good to see you.
I sat down here today, and we kind of went into town early and got back early, and I gave you a holler, and things are getting exciting in my life, too, a little bit. We're getting ready to maneuver. And I know you're ready for that, Shane.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Is that an okay, or is that like, no way?
No, I'm all
Yeah,
with it.
Garland was going after T. Trump is responding tonight. He should tell him to go fuck himself. Enough of this is enough. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That whole thing is, why aren't they, yesterday, they, all day long, they're talking about investigating Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, right?
Yep.
Well, why don't they advertise that one next? You know what I mean? Let's
Right.
keep it in the theme, right?
Now,
Right.
let's go where there's actual.
Maybe we'd like to go to see where the crime is, rather than this fictitious bullshit that we've had enough of. It's time just to run a clean election and be done with this crap. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. Absolutely. Hey,
Hey,
one of these days you'll learn to check that email.
I checked it about 5 o'clock, and then I went out and I just didn't go back. I didn't even freaking think of it until you
You
said
need to
something.
get your email set up in your phone so you can turn on your notifications. That way, no matter where you're at, it'll go off.
No, I don't even know how to answer the damn phone, okay? I don't need no more shit on my phone.
Hello. That's what you say. Hello.
Oh, you gotta hit a button first.
Yeah. Hit the button. Hey, Susan Hazelton. Good to see you too.
Woo-hoo.
So how
Hello,
you been,
Susan.
Dorinda?
I'm sorry?
Hey, Carol Z.
How have you been?
Not too bad. Hello, Carol Z.
Carol Z and Susan, thank you all for coming in. I love seeing the people coming in.
I finally caught up with myself. And I had an unexpected meeting last night, or I would have been here. But sometimes you got to go and just let them know where the bear sits. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
There he is. He's done.
He's done. He's cold.
He's like, I want a beer woman, and I just want to get in there and just live life.
You know, he'd probably drink 10 beers.
Yeah, he can get in beer. Fucking dog's bad enough sober.
Yeah, I was going to say, you give that dog a beer, he'll be a lap dog. You can't get him moved.
Amen. And
Chris Chatwood, hello, good to see you.
He wants me to come out and play with him.
fuck that. You know what I mean?
Hello,
You'd
Crystal.
think as much hair as he has, he would not be cold.
He turned around and he ran from me, little shit.
Right on. Trump will be making another announcement of Mar-a-Lago tonight at 8:30. And that's probably 7:30, maybe 6:30 my time. You know, I'm getting tired of all these freaking announcements. Just let's get her done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, what's he going to say? Same damn things he always says?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm getting tired of all the with that.
I hope somebody goes and watches it and they can come tell us.
I'm getting
because
tired.
I'm not going to waste my time of it.
I'm getting tired of every time we turn around. He's a crook. He's not a crook. He's a crook. He's not a crook. He's not a crook. Just let the things happen the way they're gonna. Let's have a clean election this time, where the Democrats don't do their thing and we just catch up. That's what. Okay, Rob, you caught up. You passed yourself up. Yes, I did, Susan.
He got up and outrun himself.
Oh my God, I've been busy though. I really have. I'm finding out that I'm not anybody you want to employ. Last week, I think I would have fired me.
There you go.
Well, he's been fired twice in the last month by his own wife. I mean, come on.
You think I get the picture?
Get out of my fucking office.
Hey, man, you don't want me in that office. Fuck. Anyway, we're not going to go into that one. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, I can imagine. You get the silent treatment for a while after that, don't you?
You know what's the key thing in a quarry is that you take this wall that's called the office and you leave the men alone because they know what the hell they're doing. So there's no reason for the office to ever get interactionary with all the equipment and everything outside. So anyway, that's my you do that out there, you have a lot. I fire myself all the time, Camel Carl says.
Yep. I tried to fire myself. I thought, well, that was done because I'm the one that's got to make the money or I'm going to lose all my guys too.
Yeah, think?
Hey, big guy.
Want to give me a beer?
Beer.
A lot of time for a beer.
Okay.
Yep.
Shane, you're quiet.
Yeah, no, I was just listening to y'all and listen to Louise. I wanted to hear what she had to say. I want to give her ample time. It's always good to hear you two.
Yeah, agreed.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been. I haven't been on since Monday. I don't think.
Yeah, and we haven't talked but 2 or 3 times this week.
I've been
Not
busy.
many. I know.
I got busy, and when I get as busy as I got this week, that damn telephone is not my friend. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a hands-on type guy. I put a wrench in my hand, I go to work. I put a gun in my hand, I go to work. I mean,
Yeah, put some reins in your hand, go to work.
yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Salute. Good to see you, Dorinda. Good to see you, Shane.
Absolutely.
Happy Friday.
Welcome to the lounge, Rob.
Welcome to the lounge. I was ready for that.
Welcome back.
Glad to be back.
Good.
Finding Keno, good to see you, brother. Haven't seen him in a while. And right on. Nah,
Hello, Finding Keno.
I'm in one of those moods. Believing in South Carolina, good to see you. How are you
Yeah,
doing?
it's been a little bit since I've seen her too.
Hello, Believin'.
Yeah, it's good to see everybody coming back around. Hopefully, it's just because everybody was busy and not because it upset somebody. But
Hello, Cindy.
Hey, you. You are such an ass.
he ain't coming to you unless you got a treat in your hand.
Yeah, I know how this shit works. You want a dog's got us trained. I don't have him trained.
Linda Clay, good to see you. Glad you come in.
Hello, Linda.
Welcome to the lounge.
Happy Turkey Day next week, and is everybody
She's
getting
been
ready
here
for
before,
it?
though, Clay. Shane?
Do what?
I think Linda's been here before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, yeah, she is.
Linda plays with here a lot.
Yeah, you got wearing a scarf, Dorinda, or are you wearing a sling?
I'm wearing a sling on my arm today.
What's
What
up?
happened?
I woke up and it was really, really sore. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to sling it for the day and see if that helps.
Yeah, you slept on her wrong, didn't you?
I've been having problems with this arm for almost 3 months now.
Yeah.
I put enough
Jeez.
icy hot on it, to kill a horse. Take an Advil up the eyeballs, and it just doesn't want to heal. So I thought if I
This is screwed up.
stabilized it, it might start to heal. They aren't
Wouldn't
going
it
to
be
like
nice?
me at work tomorrow because I'm wearing it to work too. So hey.
I don't know. Are you happy with me?
I'm pretty happy with you. If I wasn't happy, they had been asking for a gun. Anyway,
Bring me
Want me to
something
get
for your
that?
demise. Yeah, that works.
last night's meeting, we had every moron and their brother. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I told you what to do a year ago, right?
Yep. Philo, Bobcat 34.
A
Good to see
year
you.
ago.
Yeah, it could be a pinched
It's
nerve in the
just-
You
neck or
can't
one in the
figure it out.
shoulder.
You're probably not going to figure it out.
It's this part of the arm.
Oh, tricep area.
I
Hey,
have no idea
Campbell
what I
Carl,
did.
yes, that'd be considered a jive turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't doing any turkey dancing.
No.
That's it. You're
Well,
a moron.
yes, you
We're done.
will. Yes, you will, Rob. When the turkey's ready and you're about to eat and you got your plate in your hand, you're going to be dancing over there to get that food, baby. You're just going to be dancing
I'll
over
just
there.
walk on over. The only way I'm going to be dancing is if I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's it. You waited too long.
Doing the
That's
pinching
it.
party. Anyway, I'm doing a ham on Thanksgiving. That's all there is to that.
Yep. I love ham.
Oh, I
Turkey's
love
all
ham,
right.
too.
I'm better with the white meat on sandwiches the next day. But warm turkey, I mean, it's okay. I salt the hell out of it and eat it.
I love warm turkey.
You hear what I do?
I usually put my candy jam juice all over it.
Yeah. Not it.
Hi,
You hear what I
Philo.
do with mine? We do this thing called make a turkey hot dish.
Right.
I like the turkey hot dish. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited about Thanksgiving. I think we're having it a little bit early. Hey, Truth Matters. Good to see you, hon.
Yep,
I'm
Tracy.
in one of those moods
Hello.
tonight, Brenda.
Pardon?
I'm in one of those moods tonight.
Good. I'm glad.
We gotta give you some crap. Turkey pot pie or yeah, I love that for leftovers.
Yeah.
Haven't
If
made
it's
one.
done right, yep. My mom makes one that when there's leftovers, she makes what she calls the Christmas wreath. And it's
Right on.
a breaded wreath all the way around that's stuffed with either chicken or turkey and slices in little pieces. I want to tell you what, I don't know, I can't remember what all she puts in it, but it's a fan favorite. It don't last long. She has to make 3 or 4 of them, and these things are huge.
Yeah,
They are huge.
we're going to be cooking up a storm on Thanksgiving, but we're only doing a ham and potatoes and yams and some other shit.
Yeah.
But and that day we're going to have all the guys and they're going to want to eat, and we promised we'd do that, even though I don't want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I cheated. I bought croissants, little mini
Shut
croissants.
up! Don't tell anybody. You're going to tell me it's homemade bread because that bitch's bread was horrible today.
Fuck it. I don't care.
I know.
Is that the same one that made the bread the last time you couldn't stand?
No, this is another one. I don't think they know that. I kind of like flour. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've never heard of gluten-free bread until now, and I'm not about to go back to it.
Right.
Ever seen a chiropractor is what yeah, Shane said that
Yeah, I seen it. It was announced. Yeah.
it was announced in the chat.
Yeah.
It'll probably be on Newsmax that he makes it. You know what's dumb about this whole thing? It's a week before Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
And they just can't put it down for a week, right? To me, great news. Nancy Pelosi retired, right?
All right.
And now they're making announcements, and I'm so freaking burnt out on this election shit. Let's get her done. Their time is limited. Let's do what they say they're gonna do,
Yep.
and let the investigations happen, and then let's see what happens and where it takes us. I'm a hell of a lot more interested in the Hunter Biden and Joe Biden story than I would be with love notes from the, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Material that he took, you know damn well wasn't that big a deal.
Yep. They're just trying to get publicity going the Biden's way.
I'm tired of it.
Yep.
Yeah, do it finally. Just do it. Are you in a lot of pain, Dorinda?
Yeah.
My suggestion to you is start drinking heavily.
Yeah,
Yep.
I do. Well, not. I haven't actually. I've kind of slowed down this week because I was in too much pain,
Wow, jeez, that's
and I was
what
popping
you
too
do.
many Advil. So hey,
I can't do the Advil thing too much.
I normally don't ever have a headache, and if I do, I pop my back, and it goes away.
I normally don't have a headache. If I do, I usually fire the guy.
Yeah.
my daughter gets a headache. She cuts her hair, and her headache goes away.
Yep.
I'll be damned. Does that work?
Yep.
I knew a lady that had leukemia that had to keep her hair short because otherwise she was into it.
I'll be damned.
Hello, KN.
That stuff.
Great. I'll leave you be. I'm sorry about bothering you.
I'll be done here shortly.
The real quandary is he is and has been such a great. You know what? I'm tired of hearing the great threat. The big great threat to me is somebody that actually does a quid pro quo. The big threat to me is somebody that went from $25,000 to $17 million with no explanation. That kind of is a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Carol Z, the guy that run over those all those people. Yeah, he's already bailed out of jail.
Yeah, he's already out.
Yep.
Already out. That's a bunch of shit too.
Yep.
And yeah, Nancy didn't retire. She retired from the leadership, and she'll be running in her district. But people need to start running against her too.
Well,
Potato canceled his G20 trip due to serious health problems, and Garley announced a special counsel today. Yeah, we need that to investigate Trump over these stupid bullshit that's going on. But I'm more interested in actual crimes. You know, I'm so tired of them saying there was a crime and there wasn't one.
right.
Oh my God, whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty, and actually having a reason other than political to investigate somebody? You know what I mean? The man is almost, 70-some years old, right?
Yep.
How much jail time has he done? He's a businessman, right?
Right.
And in reality, he did great for our economy. He did great for our country.
Well, and here's the problem you have.
It only took Potato Head 2 years to fuck it all up. And now he's going to get 2 more years, but he's going to have a lot of people slowing him down.
Well, and here's the problem with it is they find a person and then go into his life trying to find illegal activity. No, you're supposed to have a crime. Yeah, you're supposed to have a crime and then find the person that did it, not find a person and find something they did.
I think I'd be a hell of a lot more worried about keeping our country safe, keep it sound, work on the economy, work on the things that matter, and get over this petty bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got all these people freaking out over nothing, and I guarantee you probably nothing's going to happen with Trump, and they're going to have to push to get Biden investigated. But I think while they're actually investigating Biden, why not investigate our little friend Nancy on insider trading, which is illegal?
Yep. Diana Venezuela, Mr. T will be on RSBN Rumble speaking at 6, so it'll be 7 o'clock Central. So here in about 30 minutes, guys, if anybody wants to go catch that. But I hate to send people away, but yet I'm not going to keep them from it if they want to find it. You know, some people's interested.
It's a free world, man. We
Oh,
love
absolutely.
having you out here, and you're going to see what you want to see. And I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. And that, amen. Cut the crap and do the job.
That's
You
it.
know, get the job done. Stop bitching about it. Go to work. You know, if I was to run my cattle the way they run the White House, we'd never eat.
Oh, I know that's right.
And
Hello, Rock.
it matters. Rumble and RSBN.
Rumble and
I
RSBN.
wish that when they advertised, right, we're going to be there at a certain time. They need to be there at that certain time.
Oh, yeah, they get there so many hours before.
Well enough to know, hey, I got to be out in 5 minutes rather than an hour later. Freaking morons.
He's speaking. I don't know where he's speaking
on
at.
Rumble.
I don't know where the location he will be at is. That was not brought up. Oh, I know. He may be in Mar-a-Lago making it. Hell, who knows?
He's at Mar-a-Lago. That's what they said. He's making it from Mar-a-Lago.
Okay, because that's where he made his last one. Hey, Rocksteady, good to see you, bud.
Good to see you, Rocksteady.
I think he should make it from Mar-a-Lago.
But I think, you want to hear something, Shane?
Go for it.
I think they're hyping everything up all the time, right? And then you got all these people who are always, they want to keep us at this constant hyped up thing, right?
Yep.
I think it's time that we don't get hyped up, wait and see, and force them to do their freaking jobs.
Yep.
I mean, if you sign up to do a job and you're supposed to work 10 months out of the year, work those 10 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean work trying to screw the American people over. It means do your damn job the way it's supposed to be. I got to step away for a second, guys. I'll be right back. Maybe Vet, hello. Yeah, I got to step away. I'm going to turn it over to you this time, Rob.
We had one politician that only showed up to work for 19 days in Arizona last year. 19 days, and she gets her whole wage.
Yeah, I'd like to get 19 paid per year, work 19 days.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Right on. French fed pizza cooked in a covered skillet on a wood stove.
Oh my goodness. Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah, I've done that. I haven't done that in a long time, but I used to do that.
That's been a long time. I don't think you and I have ever done that together.
I don't think we have either.
No.
We've eaten a lot of shit, though, in our day. And Brenda's in pain.
I've been in pain for a while, but I'm about ready to take this fucking sling off.
Why in the world would you want to do that?
Because it's
Is it not helping, Brenda?
Is it taking off some of the pressure or no?
Pardon?
Is it taking out some of the pressure on it, or?
I think maybe that's what it's doing. It just feels weird.
Yeah.
All right, on. Baby Vet made beans with ham, cornbread, and peanut butter cookies. I love peanut butter cookies.
I could make some peanut butter cookies.
Could you?
Yeah, I have some dough that was frozen in the freezer that I need out of the way.
Fucking do it.
You want me to do it? I'll do it now.
Don't do it now because we need you here because I'm sucking. And Brendan's like, don't make me talk to this motherfucker any longer than I have to.
Well, I went ahead and ate a little so that I could tip a little.
I'm taking off. This is hot as hell tonight.
Well, take it off.
And I'll shut it off.
Turn that damn thing off.
Oh, then I'm gonna have
Yes,
to bundle
PG,
up.
I knew that was you.
If you need to bundle
Yeah,
up.
Shep, I hurt my arm. I don't know how I hurt my arm. I hurt it so, and it's been hurting ever since. And you know when you go to do something and you do it wrong? I did that yesterday.
I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna have a recount for the governor. I think that this whole fucking thing down here is a mess. And I'm just gonna say it the way I feel it,
I
right?
think they're gonna shove it down our throats if we're gonna take it. And
Well, you know, we're not necessarily gonna take it for long. There is a time, right?
Hi, Kaiser.
And, you gotta tell the freaking truth, and and in reality, Carrie Lake was a Democrat before she ever turned Republican, and that could have turned a lot of
we
people
didn't know
off.
whether we could trust her or not, really.
Right. If she flips that easy. Kaiser so say hello. I've been just waiting for a little chance to sneak in here and say hello to you.
It's nice to see people wake up, but and back to another topic. I love those cast iron pans with the porcelain coating on them. My God, they're nice.
Yep.
I like those cast iron pans with the coating inside. Oh wow, that's my coating. Maybe not.
Welcome to
Carrie Lake is at Mar-a-Lago. Imagine that. She may be on speech.
I can tell you right now with who they got in now, nothing's going to happen different on the border.
No.
But they might undo what they've done, and that's going to make everybody have to work a little harder. But you know what? We secured our property. And last night at the meeting, I was telling them how to do theirs. I told them this shit a year ago. You know that, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they should have worked it over the summer months rather than the winter. You know, just saying.
Hi, Lisa. Monarch.
Hello,
Having a
Lisa.
hard time finding lard makes pastry better than Crisco. Yes, it does. And lard is kind of harder to find right now.
Probably is.
Not down where we're at. You can find it all over the place. Griswold does a good skillet. Anyway, I'm sitting there rapping.
Yeah.
I have been talking a lot.
We're chitter chatting.
We are.
Well, hey, you've been MIA for a week. It's okay.
Said you
You
missed
gotta
me?
make up for lost time.
Yeah.
I am doing it.
You had plenty of time to think of a lot of things to say.
Yeah,
It's all
too
good.
much. Well, you know, when you do what I do for a living, all you have time to do is think.
Yep.
And anyway,
Thing.
you fired
Maybe
me.
that would be an odd choice. I would think he'd pick, if it was me guessing, I would think he'd pick Candace Owen over her, but hey, that's not my choice.
I would have taken Candace Owen over her, man.
I had to fire you because then I can date you.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, you can't date employees. You can when you two own the damn company.
Our dating days have been gone for years, man.
I don't know. The last couple of weekends, you've had pretty good dates.
I did, and she was even with me. Was even better. Well, I'm stuck with the guys and trying to keep them out of trouble.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that one.
Ain't that fun? No.
Kept them out of trouble for 26 years in the car.
Did the best he could.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna pick her for his running mate.
I don't know. That's a stretch, I think.
That is a stretch. I think Candace Owen might be a real good one. You know why? She's a spitfire and she's smart.
I remember an interview he did with her, and she says, okay, so since you're not telling us you're going to run, but when you decide you're going to run, you're going to tell him I'm going to run with you as vice president. And he looks at her and goes, interesting.
Yeah.
That's all he said. Interesting.
Well, in this day and age, you got to be careful about anything you say. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Because he couldn't admit it back then because it was too early.
Yeah,
And they had really hammered his ass.
In reality, right now, it's too early to announce a run for president. We just got over the midterms, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knew he was going to, right? And
Well, yeah, and he ain't going to take second seat to nobody.
I agree with that. Another investigation in Trump by the DOJ. Yawn. Right on,
I
Kaiser.
don't like that. I'm so tired of this.
I'm tired of all the shit.
Bullshit.
Oh, yeah. When the DOJ, the one supposedly put out that thing on Joe and Hunter?
Who?
Joe and Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the DOJ that put that out.
They did yesterday.
Yeah.
Jordan
So it's going to be kind of hard, especially since they can put out an investigation, but they can't do shit to the president. They can get the boy, and then since Trump is running now, remember what they said?
They actually really can. They can impeach the president over the findings.
Oh yeah, they can impeach him over it. Yeah, but that has to go through the House.
But yeah, it goes to the House, which we control. But you think the Senate's going to let it go through that?
Nope. The Democrats won't even hear it. You watch. They're going to pull the same stunt.
They won't. The dumb thing about it is, yeah, I agree. Both sides are involved in this script, all buddies. It kind of reminds you of All-Star Wrestling, right? Or that wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why the wrestlers are into politics now.
Yeah, they're all politicians now. They just kind of, I'm going to get you, I'm going to blah, blah, blah. And then they got a beer afterwards.
Oh, yeah. And they're in the locker rooms changing together going, okay, good luck.
Yeah, trying to date Nancy Pelosi.
Do what?
Trying to date Nancy Pelosi.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're desperate.
Oh, my God.
Another drink before I do that.
Yeah, thanks. Savage, hello. How are you, man?
How about 10? That'd be great.
I'm kind of hoping Creek Squad comes on tonight.
It's a little early for him.
Yeah,
because he's usually about an 8 o'clocker. He usually comes about halfway in when I start at 7.
Yep, all acting for a cause, cash. I'm tired of that shit, too. I'm getting all these, we need to spend money and send money. You know what? I pay taxes. Fuck them. That's good enough. You know what I mean?
That's it.
It never used to be all about the money, man. It used to be about the person. You know what I mean?
That's it. Now they buy their seats.
Yeah, now they're, exactly.
Bite into a Slim Jim.
That's Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, God, I haven't thought of him in years.
Step into Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got that down, brother.
Me and my little brother used to do that at all the parties we go to.
Mom, grab me a beer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. You're closest. Get the dog.
You're going to have to get him a cooler and set it right by him so he can just pick him up out of there.
I would do it. I got a cooler in the other room that I'm doing it right now with.
Yeah, you put a 6-pack in there and she don't have to get up once every little bit. Just restock it for you.
Yeah, but if I stop at a 6-pack, there's crisis.
Well, on your last one, she can just go refill it.
Absolutely. Get
Oh.
one of those little
It saves her from running back and forth every
One of
beer.
those little Oscars.
Yep.
But how would I get my exercise?
Do you need exercise?
I need exercise. Exercise. Yeah.
Oh, hell, I got plans. You want to go rope that horse out there?
No.
You sure?
I hate that horse. That horse is a pain in the ass.
You think? That horse is indefinitely. That is.
There's a reason we're leaving him behind.
That dog. That horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad Gamer. Yeah. I'm a big fan of those Slim Jims. Only problem is, you buy them really long ones, there's 6 grams of protein. You buy them little bitty short ones, there's 6 grams of protein. Now, how can it be the same amount of protein in the little one as a great big one? Yeah, I eat the hell out of them. I eat them all the time. I like my beef jerky.
Oh boy.
I like my beef jerky, but I think the beef jerky we get is a little more protein than that because we make our own.
Yeah, see, and that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, we
And
got some stuff out here that's made out here in Boise City, and it's called No Man's Land jerky. They got mild, medium, and hot. I like the hot, and I go through the bags and I see the ones that's kind of red still because they're still tender, they're not black or dark. And that's the ones I get. Oh, I can sit down with the big old pack, which is about $16. It's like a pound, a little over a pound, and I'll just sit down and eat it till it's gone. I mean, that's some good
Hello,
stuff.
discernment.
I love it too. Madison, for your information, 45 is going to make a special announcement tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Right on. And discernment files. Good to see you, brother.
Discernment, hello. Good to see you.
It is Friday night.
Yeah, discernment popped up the other night. It was kind of a slow night, and he popped on up here, and we visited a little bit.
that's cool.
It was nice.
Yeah, me and Dorinda was running out of shit to talk about.
Hello, Hawk.
That happens, you know that, Shane. Good to see you.
Oh,
Hawk.
absolutely. Absolutely. You know, when you run 6 days a week, it's pretty easy to run out of shit to say if you're not digging for something or you come up with something cool to talk about. So
That's the problem too, because a lot of times you don't. You know what I mean?
I
You
know
try to, and then you ask people to give you like input. What do they want to talk about? And that helps out a lot. We appreciate it when the chat does that because
oh yeah, that or they give you radio silence.
yeah, them are all kind of talking to each other like we planned on. And DC is empty. DC should be empty. The fucking bastards.
Yep.
I would like to have 3
Bulldozer.
days opposite them and get paid what they get paid.
Oh my God. Wouldn't that be nice?
Imagine that. I think I'll take a month off because my dog has hepatitis.
I want to lobby for them to have to work a certain amount of time, and if there's a national emergency going on, that they don't get the time off.
Yeah,
I don't know any country across the or any company across the United States that when they're in crisis, that the owner doesn't work his ass off.
Well,
yeah, I don't think that
Maybe
everyone
not.
can tell what's really going on. It is Friday. What's going on here is the lounge is running wild. Go ahead. What are you saying, Dorinda?
Hell yeah.
I was asking Navy Vet if that's a Q alert. If they posted another Q alert. Because he said 17 posted a bit ago.
I don't know.
That's why I was
I don't.
asking.
Like I said, I've never followed that 17 or the Q. Really, all the time I ever seen it was when I was over on prepping, and I might have been another channel like some of it come up, but I don't really follow that stuff.
Right on, Magic. Go ahead.
They're always telling you, past, learn the future. So you got to go back 2 years and look to see what may or may not have happened. It's like either say it's going to happen or don't. I mean, there's no sense of playing games.
I had every
Hello,
other brother
Harry
tell me.
Silence.
I had every other brother tell me to get prepared, right? And I kept telling them I got more food than I could even freaking deal with because I got a whole bedroom full of it, and another bedroom full of it. 2 bedrooms out of the 3,
And then it's down
and
the
then all the
hallway.
way down the freaking hall. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, oh, you're not going to get any groceries. They said in November it's all going to be gone, right?
Hi there,
I
Sharon.
went to the store today, right?
Still full.
We still had shit, so I bought a lot of
you
shit
do
today
too.
too.
Becky Justice, hello. Great to see you. Professor Falcon. Anybody else I missed? I know those 2 I did miss. It's always
Hello,
good to
Becky.
have y'all
Hello,
in
Professor.
Hi, Shane.
here. It's always good
Hello,
to have
Jim
you, Rob.
Bob.
Rob, what does everyone else can eat? They need food. I'll just give them a bag. They can eat here. I don't give a shit, dude. I got plenty.
Yeah, we'll do the dishes.
No, I won't. I don't ever do dishes.
I do the dishes.
I know it. Becky, good to see you.
Well, if you're going to have company like I do, you break out the paper plates, plastic forks, and plastic spoons.
Yeah, that's what we don't do here. How much shit I got when I tried that before?
Oh gosh.
Oh my God, you thought I killed them. Now
Well.
my plate's soggy. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, well, you come in and wash the dishes. and we'll give you a real plate.
You don't want these guys washing the dishes. They will taste like soap for the next week.
Oh, I bet that's right. I went into a restaurant one time and ordered fajitas, and half the fajita meat that was laying on the bottom
Yeah.
tastes like dishwater. Because they didn't get it out of that little skillet thing that
Oh,
bring it
yeah.
in. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, it was bad. It's like eating Dawn dish soap. That's not a very good seasoning on carne asada fajitas.
Tracy, we ran into that
Nope.
at Safeway, but it's in the evenings that the shelves are pretty empty.
And I agree.
We shop at 6 a.m. if we can.
I agree with the neck grab right there. I'm getting tired of prep channels pushing fear. I can't do what I need if I watch 3 or 4 videos a day, and that's exactly what my problem was.
Yep.
And everybody telling you then they'd have a show on every 2 minutes, and you just get off, and then you'd get back on, and then they're like, "Why can't you make it?" Well, I have a ranch to run, so I can't really make it all the time. Well, you're not ready, and I'm like, "Well, I got 200 head of cattle. I think I'm pretty prepared." You know
Yeah,
what
I think you're going to eat for a day or 3.
You think? Shit, I couldn't even eat a.
Chad, they leave a special slime on that dish, though. You got to wash it fast.
You think?
Yeah. Dog germs. They'll give you plenty of antibodies, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right on. Sharon Smith said it best. I don't watch a lot of prepper channels. It's just a way of life for her. You know, it was a way of life for a lot of people. A lot of people can. A lot of people get prepared. A lot of people just do it their own way. You know what I mean? And I got tired of the fear mongers too, Professor Falcon. Everything's fear, fear, fear. Well, you know what?
Fuck it.
Fuck fear. You know what I mean? Enough's enough already.
Yep. I like I said, I got what I need for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. And if I need any more than that, then one of 2 things. I'm either screwed or
Going back to the store.
I'll go back to the store and see if there's anything left.
There you go.
There you go, Dindy.
We agree. John Boy,
Or
good
you go to
morning.
your brothers.
American love from the UK, Great Britain. Glad to have you here, brother.
Hello, John Boy.
Bullhead City stores aren't stocked well. That don't surprise me.
Liz, you over?
You live in Bullhead City?
Liz, oh, she travels all the time. Liz, are you over at Laughlin? You're mentioning Bullhead City, and it's just right across the river, literally.
Yeah,
there is a rock outcrop there that is the finger, man. It is the biggest finger I've ever seen in my life.
Yep. Have you seen the Laying Indian?
No.
It's on the east side of Bullhead, up on the mountaintop.
Oh, cool.
Good to see you, Deb from Wisconsin. Glad to have you here.
I was
Just the way that rocks.
frustrated with the finger.
Yeah. Oh my God, we're all gonna die eventually. Right on,
Yep.
channel. Yeah, I got tired of all that shit, man. I got tired of everybody wanting to push fear down me. You know what? I ain't got no time for fear.
No.
Do or do not do, but try. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep.
What you can do.
Yeah, I got a
think
thing
a lot of people have
today
a lot
from
more common sense than people give them credit for.
I got a
I
thing
had-
today from Laughlin trying to get me to go fly back out there and stay and play.
You should.
No, I don't want to spend the money.
I had
No more than
the
I got coming in right this moment. With things being slow, I don't want to spend it. Plus,
Dear
it's the
Park.
holidays.
Says keep waiting for that Let's Go Brandon banner to go up by that rock. Right on. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be.
I had a customer the other day who was really afraid and fearful and all she was talking about was, you need to be afraid, you need to be afraid, you need to be afraid. And I looked at her and I said, what the fuck are you afraid of? God's got this.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she goes, what? I said, God's got this. Leave it to God. Stop being afraid.
Yeah,
You're
there
gonna
you go.
make yourself nuts.
Yep.
That was one thing I bought a ton of was flour, like Susan was talking about.
Yep.
We got flour crawling out of our ears.
It's a lot of flour.
Well, you know what? We make a lot of shit with it.
And when you start making bread, you walk through it.
Yeah, you do. And fear is the mind killer.
It's a heart killer too.
Yeah, I'm done
Yep.
being. I'm not afraid.
I want to tell you, yeah, you can make tortillas with just 3 items, and one of them is flour.
Flour, lard, and water.
Yep, a little bit of salt,
Just a touch. You don't even need that much.
right?
I'm tired of all the bug out plans. I'm bugging in. It's cold out here in Minnesota. Right on, Barb. What
Barbara
part of
Clymer, good
Minnesota
to
are
see
you from?
you.
I've asked you that before.
I hate freezing rain, Carl.
Yep.
I'm from a little place called Lake Waterville, back up in Minnesota. When I lived there, that was 30 years ago, 35, 40 years ago.
100 pounds of rice per person per year.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Not a bad start.
Right on. You're heading to Boise tomorrow. Right on, though, Liz.
I like Boise. It's
I
pretty.
like Boise too.
I think that's where she lives.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she lives in Boise, Idaho.
A long time ago, we lived in Twin Falls.
Yep. You know, discernment files, when we came down to Arizona, we had to find Arizona wild edibles because they're just different down here.
I just had my annual checkup. Couldn't prescribe anything but D3. Right on in that.
Now, I'm going to tell you what, if anybody goes to find Liz Griswold and knock on her door, good luck finding her because that girl travels pretty much year round, her and her husband. They're constantly going somewhere. No, hell no. That's the life right there.
26 degrees in Wisconsin. It's real cold. Right on, Bab. Not that cold yet. It's going to get colder.
Yeah, we're supposed to get down to 17. It was 28 earlier when I looked, but I know it's cooler now.
And Susan Hazelton went into Amish country and get rice and flour and put it up, dry beans fixing. Take my all right on.
There you go.
223 DMR. Glad to see you, brother. Glad to have you here.
Vicky
Hello,
Sorrell.
223.
You too.
Vicky
Hello,
Sorrell.
Vicky Sorrell.
Glad you're here. And Q's post is 4963. Let's do it. We got her. Sergeant, right on. Semper Fi, brother. God, I came in fired up tonight.
Liz,
Hello, Jimbo.
I'd love to come up and see y'all. It's just too damn cold up there.
Don't be such a wimp.
What you think?
No, I just like to stay where it's a little warmer. It ain't much warmer right now, but it'll warm right back up tomorrow. I'll be back to 40s and 50s, 60s. So I'll be all right with that. So anyway. Jim Boswell, good to see you.
Hello, Robert Lawrence.
Robert Lawrence, good to see you. Yeah, there. Like I said, we can't hear you, Rob. You're muted. I don't know how you got muted, but you're muted, bud. There you go. Still can't hear you. Yeah, and I ain't got you muted on my end. I can't hear you. What'd you hit? No. You're definitely muted now. I can see the little deal. He's having technical difficulties. You gonna pop out and pop back in? Okay.
Hello,
Yeah, I don't know what
QC
happened.
lady. Sorry,
I don't know what
Shane, go
happened. I
ahead.
looked up and they was talking and I didn't hear no sound.
Yeah. He
No, I
hit
hate
a
for him to leave.
button. I guess he hit a button.
He hit something. Hey, Q City lady, it's good to see you. Yeah, he'll be back in here in a second. Louise will figure it out for him real quick.
I'm sure he can't. He will.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah.
It's good to have everybody in here, and I sure appreciate it. Like I say, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to try to say it every night. If it wasn't for the chat, we wouldn't have a channel.
That is true.
So,
we love you all.
Yep. If it wasn't for y'all, we'd definitely be doing something else. Yeah, Liz. I got invited out to Laughlin. I got a card in yesterday, wanting me to come back out again, and I just don't want to spend the money right this time. Like I said, things got slow for me, so I ain't got the income coming in like I had. It's slow, but I still got it coming. It's just slow. But no, I like Bullhead City and I like Laughlin. I usually stay down at the Harris because they pay for my rooms.
Sharon Smith. The last I heard from Bonnie, Mom was home. She was doing a little better. But Mom kind of checked herself out of the hospital. That's all I know. Deanna Teeny, as far as I know, Rage is doing really well at his new place.
I hadn't heard from him since I got away from Mike.
Your best bet, Deanna, is to go see Remote Viewer 57. I think that's his title. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He's got a
Remote
channel.
Viewer
57. And he talks to Rage quite often. Just all that stuff light up. You mean the tower beside me? 223? No. I was an idiot when I was putting it together and forgot to do something.
Can we hear you now?
They don't work.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. What happened?
That stupid mic turned itself off.
Yeah. So we had to figure out.
I got
where the on
YouTube
button
that
was.
comes in or StreamYard that fuck with your settings, right?
Right.
And that's exactly what they did.
Dorinda, you want to catch that one? Sharon Smith? I can put it on the screen for you.
Yeah, no, as far as I know, he's still in the hospital, Sharon. He's on dialysis, and they were checking his kidneys or his liver today. I'm not sure which. I might be screwing that up. I apologize. I'm not
I
sure.
heard he was doing a little better than he was.
He's doing a little bit better, yes.
That's what I heard.
Thank you, Robert.
Deanna, I think he's too busy getting the place all ready.
I heard that he was moving, so I don't know.
Well, that's the last I heard, and I hadn't heard anything from it.
He moved, and the new place has a bunch of greenhouses and stuff he's trying to fix up and trying to build a couple more greenhouses and things like that. So that's all I know.
Well, hopefully he can, keep up with the payments and stuff on this, because that'd be a nice place to have.
Yep.
Well, I didn't see the new place. You know what I mean?
He was on. Him and Rage were. Rage and Remote were. Remote went to Rage's. Put it that way.
Right.
I knew that.
And they did a show, and they were showing us all about the new place. So it was awesome.
Right on.
Sharon Smith. I was talking about Chuck's son earlier. Yes.
And what's going on?
I went on to Rage. Sorry.
They know what happened to him, or what's he sick with?
From what I understand, he had a bout of high blood pressure.
I think it's low blood pressure. Brenda, it shut down his liver and his kidneys.
Pressure, and he ended up in the hospital, and he's on dialysis now.
So he went in for renal failure.
Yep.
Wow.
But he's only like 34.
That's young.
Yep.
That's young.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll be all right.
Should we pray for him?
Go for it. I don't know his name. I can't remember his name.
Wyatt.
Wyatt? I think it may have been Wyatt.
Our most kind and heavenly Father, we come to you in prayer tonight for Wyatt. Father, you know what's going on with him. He's got a problem with his health. Father, we just ask that you wrap your loving arms around him and just put your healing energy into him and bring him back. We pray for all these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Well, I should have prayed for your arm while I was at it, but I didn't think. Sorry about that, Dorinda.
No problem.
You know what? I'm tired of this with YouTube, too. You know what I mean? A lot of times on the channel, like I'll lose connection. It's because YouTube bumped me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then the next thing you know, we're sitting here and we're in the show, right?
Right.
And then your camera or your a mic go cattywampus when they shouldn't, because I have a professional mic. You know what I mean? And I already downloaded all the software to get that put up right. And all of a
Right.
sudden they come up with an idea that they're going to shut you off. They can. Screw that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Susie Steadhead, my arm is really sore, but it's okay. I just took the sling off a few minutes ago.
Hey, everybody in the chat, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and share this out. Like I said, somebody else may enjoy this kind of a show. Somebody may not, but once again, it's free to hit that thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything, and it sure helps me get the word out and maybe get some more people involved with what we do and just hang out and be part of the lounge. So I'd appreciate it.
Mark Diamond, I don't have a channel right now. I have a channel in the works. I am going to be putting stuff on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So Rob
After you
is
get
my
moved.
channel. But I've got to get my work done around here too. And it's really hard for me to go live and then do the work. And that's why Shane and I have been doing this thing together, have we not?
Yep.
And we're going to use my channel for a backup for Shane's too. Well, we want to have some fun, and I think everybody else does too.
Yep.
But I thought I'd explain it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, if I don't get my work done, I'll never get moved. And if I never get moved, I'll be one cranky SOB in another month.
That ain't no shit the way it's looking. Yeah, if they get that repealed.
Did they move into the main house yet?
They're there.
They're there a week ahead, weren't they?
They've been there for almost a month now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I kind of enjoy it because I don't have to think about it. You know what I mean? I never really lived there anyway.
Lisa Monarch, thank you. We love having you here.
Yeah, we do. I agree with her. We all do need fun. You know what I
mean? Oh, absolutely.
A lot of this doom and gloom shit's for the birds. And
a lot of us are older, but we're not dead.
Not even close. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And it is Friday night at the lounge.
That is it.
We are glad to be here.
Yep.
Good night, Gigi.
Anyway. I'll be right back.
All right. That's fine. That's fine. Have fun, Gigi, playing Catan.
I'm glad you like the channel because there's no fear mongering. We're not about fear here.
No. No. We try not to do any of that. We only spit out what we know, and then we go on and move on. We're not going to dwell on it. And we don't know half the stuff we spit out. We're just reporting on what was put out in the papers or in the news or Breitbart. And just put out the highlights and let everybody go find it themselves and look it up themselves. Everybody's going to have a different opinion, so it's not my place to tell you your opinion. I can tell you mine. I'm not going to tell you yours. Chad Gamer, vodka and orange juice, screwdrivers. Hell yeah, there you go.
Right on. Right on. I'm doing beer.
Yeah, I got to stay away from that vodka.
Me too.
That drives me out so damn bad. I can't hardly walk the next day. I got so many leg cramps. That's the worst dehydrant there is vodka.
I get ornery on vodka. A little too ornery.
Yep.
Hey, you.
Let us know,
Yeah.
Gigi, how it goes.
Well, it looks like Jim went back and found the link. There it
Good to
is.
see
Hello,
you,
Jim.
Hey,
Red
Dorinda,
dropped it for him.
Jane,
Awesome. Hi,
Robin,
Jim.
what?
How goes it tonight?
Oh, it was a cold day outside. We
That
had a
ain't no
little,
shit.
we had a little snow flurries. It's about 10. Well, it got to the low 40s. It's going to be like barely above freezing Sunday. That's like
Uh,
almost 20 degrees below normal.
well, like I said, my high today is 23 degrees.
68.
Yeah, tomorrow it'll be 43, and then it goes up to the 50s and 60s the rest of the week.
Yeah, it's going to get like warm Wednesday, but then it's going to be like in the 40s. Hey, I had a thought the other night I wanted to share with everyone.
Hello,
I feel
Preppy.
I feel like we all have tickets to a concert and the concert date keeps being changed or it's
Yep.
postponed, but we don't know what the actual date of the main event is.
Yep.
Everybody agree with me?
Yep.
I
I
kind
do.
of do. And you kind of wait in anticipation to see what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear something crazy about that? Do you think they're not prepping these dates to make us all like living in anticipation rather than living our lives?
Yep. Keeps you all with your heads in the clouds. John, good to see you, buddy.
Well, that
Yeah.
song was
Hello,
a
John.
anticipation.
Yeah, anticipation. Yep, I remember that one.
Yep.
It was a-
I'm tired of this shit too. You know what I mean? You sit down there all the time, and you got all this shit going on, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god," right?
All
And
right.
I'm sitting there going like, "I'm gonna live my life, right? Whatever's gonna happen's gonna happen, and you only can prepare for so much, but you can't live on pins and needles all the
Mhm.
time."
Let me address this. Prepping. Yeah, give me just a few minutes. I want to finish these conversations that's going on right here, and then I'll give you a link.
And I guess that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? I had all these dates and all this shit that was gonna happen. It never did, right?
Right.
And I'm like, I still gotta do my work. I still gotta keep a roof over my head, right?
Right.
And I still gotta live life, and I still don't want my wife all paranoid or anybody else freaked out. You know what I mean?
Correct.
We still got
And
to
I
go
wrote,
on with
I wrote the line down there on this border, and I've done what I can done, and I got her done as best I could. But you know what? Don't you think sometimes they want you to live in fear so they can control you?
Mhm.
And
Yep.
I don't need anybody controlling me, and you don't need anybody controlling you. Go ahead, Dorinda.
Prepping. Check in the chat at 8:03. Red dropped the link at 8:03. Go back up and chat. Just saying.
I wonder if he got his tires.
And I agree, discernment. You got to ignore the whole damn circus. Got to pay attention to what you need to. But you got to get back to living life. They would have us all crushed on every little thing that went on, right? This country had problems before the Democrats did this shit this year. And every other year, we're going to have problems. We're just going to have to work through them. None of these talking heads will ever help you. Absolutely. And the other thing about it is, we need to be able to help ourselves too. Those trees on your farm don't cut themselves, do they, Jim?
No, it's like I said. This winter, I'm hoping I get work done. I'm at probably the lowest inventory I've ever had.
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with the weather and the deer, and the fact that so many people got stimulus money in
Oh.
2020. We had people buying trees that never got trees before. And you figure this year, I heard on the radio this afternoon, Sean Hannity, it's gotten to the point it was 40%, then 60, 70% of the Americans, if they miss one paycheck, they can't pay their bills. This is getting out of hand.
It's getting
Well,
bad. They're also talking about people have less and less money in their accounts and are not banking as much. But that wasn't where I was going with it. We need to press on and stay focused. We do. But we don't have to get swallowed up in all the bullshit. Take care of what we need to take care of to make our lives work. Because the government ain't going to do it for you. Nobody else is going to do it for you. We just have to get back to being who we are as a people. I'm
right.
tired of pushing fear. You know, when I grew up, and maybe it was a long time ago, it was, But I knew hard work and dedication to what you're doing, that you work to get what you want. And this day and age, everybody wants what you have, but I don't think they deserve it if they don't work for it.
Clinical
You know what I mean?
hypotherapist. Hello, good to see you. Sorry, Rob, didn't mean to cut you off.
Don't worry about it. I was just rambling. But I got tired of it. You know, my horses don't grow themselves. They don't groom themselves. If we don't brush them, they don't get brushed. If we don't feed them, they don't eat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with your trees. If you don't stay on top of them, you don't get as many. You do the best you can to make more. But when it comes to harvesting them, you have to go out there and do the physical labor or hire someone to do it.
I do all the work. I know. It's like I learned at a young age. The only way to be successful in life is to put in a hard day's worth of work.
Exactly. What I'm getting at with all this is we have to get back to that strength we all have. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, there's too many people that my wife's employers say it, trying to get a new nurse. There's too many people that get on unemployment. And as long as they keep looking for a job, they can stay on it. It's ridiculous. Just like the people on welfare, they get off of welfare, then they get back on it again. It's like I want to pull my own sled.
Yeah.
Hey, let me talk to Red real quick. Hey, Red, if you want to drop my link for prepping, that would be fine. Drop it for prepping only. That would be fine because I don't want too many people on panels. We're already talking over each other half the time. So
sorry.
That's no, it's not your fault. It's been going on all evening. It's just part of it. There's a lag between some of us.
Do I have a lag between me?
No, you're fine. It just seems like we have a lag because we're all kind of talking. We're trying to talk over each other, strictly because all of us have something to say.
I got one more to add.
Hey there, Garrett.
Hey, Garrett.
Hello.
Hello, Garrett.
And I'm trying to announce all the people that come in, and it's hard to do when there's conversation going on. But that's fine.
I get everything Rob's saying.
One more thing I want to throw out there is Annette Graff just put in something that's really, really true. I'm just grateful at this point I have life lessons and the Almighty to give us discernment. Amen. Amen.
Right. Prepping, welcome.
Discernment. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, prepping.
5 times 5 at Rob.
I'll be quiet if that helps.
Anyway, I got to step away just half a second. Won't take me but a minute, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Step away half a second. Won't take him but a minute. I think your math's
Yeah,
off, Jay.
good to see you.
Hello, prepping. How are you tonight?
I'm all right, Dorinda.
Did you get your computer fixed last night, or did you end up unplugging it?
Well, I unplugged it and reran the updated it, and everything worked fine. I got it up and going midstream, so should be fine now.
Hey,
Cross my fingers.
And someone in chat, I put her on your chat 101. There's a new drop today.
Oh, there is. I will go investigate.
Okay. Thought I'd save you some time putting it on your chat. Always glad to help. Yeah, I agree with everything Rob said. It's like we can't live our lives in fear. We have to focus every day to do the best that we can.
Well, yeah, you got to live every day to its fullest because it may be your last day.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the more that we do that, the less fear we have, and the more we can tackle.
Well, the more you ignore of the mainstream media, and you're out living your life, doing your thing, the less you have to dwell on stupid shit that brings you down, and then you don't feel like even getting out of the house and doing anything.
Or getting out of bed.
I feel that.
And I sat down here today, and we got up here, and we left, about 6?
Yeah.
And got our shopping done, and I was kind of ticked off about last night because I told all these guys a year ago what to do. And now because Article 42 ending next month, which everybody knew was going to happen, now they're going to panic. I think it's time now that you either do or you don't do. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's way past time. They're already behind the 8 ball.
It's ant and a grasshopper. You make hay
Yep,
while the sun shines, right? You don't wait till winter.
Nope.
that's it.
And I right
You know,
on. Crystal is she said, I live my life to the fullest and I don't worry about what's going on now. I let God do that. I don't even worry about that either.
Amen, Chris.
And I don't even worry about God doing that. God's going to do what God's going to do. We're going to do what we're going to do. And that's just the way it is.
Way it has to be.
Well, you can't just expect everything for nothing. And you can't say, well, we've been shits for 50 years. Now we expect him to fix it. We need to fix our own problems too.
That's what I've always said.
Now, it says in the Bible, don't worry. Yes, have concern, but don't let it consume you, basically.
Amen.
Mhm.
Amen, Prepper.
Okay. So, doesn't mean you can't watch what's going on and take note of it, but don't let it consume you.
And that's the
And
biggest
that's
thing.
exactly it. And I agree with you 100% Prepping 101.
It'll consume you like a fire.
I've been
Oh,
there.
I want to tell you what, I spent 2 years consumed in that course shit. And I'm so glad I'm out of it. And I just want to be away from it. And I don't care anymore. I
And that's
still catch up with it here and there because I like to be in the know, but I don't want to be involved.
well,
Thank you.
there's one thing, right? How involved are you really anyway? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
And anybody that
Exactly.
claims that they are involved is bullshit.
You
Yep,
think?
pretty much.
Now I sit down here, I got involved in a little bit of shit around here, right?
Yep.
But and I still give out information and try to help a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, we got to do our part trying to help humanity.
The
But you
close,
also,
the closest I got to being quote unquote involved with anything that is currently going on was with the boards. I decoded one of the posts damn near 100%, and they actually had to change a special operations name from one thing to another
yeah, and
because I exposed it accidentally.
that's one thing I never want to do because one thing about it is having been on the involved in the military for as long as I was, that mission status shit has to remain hidden.
Yep.
Yep.
You can't just expose it and then expect nothing to happen.
But
Yeah,
here's what
cost a
happened
lot
though.
of lives.
A bunch of the posts changed afterward in terms of references to this after I had done my research. So
They had to.
I guess you could say I was a little bit too nosy.
The thing about it is, with me, I was in for 26 years, right? Then I got out of the military and I went to live life. And it's up for the new generation to take care of the older generation like it always has been. And I would never ever want to do anything that compromised people that were in that kind of status because I know what happens when you get compromised. But on the other token, we got to be wise in what we want to know because some of the shit you really don't want to know. And when it gets exposed and then you're in the know, you're fucking more appalled than not knowing at all.
I totally understand that one. I've been there.
We all want to have foresight, is what it is. We
Oh,
want to
yeah.
know
Foresight
what's
is
going to
one
happen
thing,
in
but
advance.
stupidity is another. If you
Yeah.
do things that compromise the people that are fucking doing it,
Yep.
what have you accomplished more than nothing, more than exposing something that shouldn't be exposed?
You know,
Correct.
the saying "ignorance is bliss"
There's
applies
nothing wrong with
very
being
heavily
stupid.
to this.
And I'm not dogging anybody, each their own, right? If I had my drithers about me, the military has to remain quiet.
Yep.
We rely on them too much for our safety. And we, the people, don't really have to fear them because of the unlawful orders and the UCMJ and things that are already put in place to safeguard shit. And the military isn't stupid enough to breach that because they can't. They all be thrown in the brig and it would be the end of them. But we, the people, have to be able to live our lives without being freaked out about every little fucking thing, right?
Right.
You know,
Re-
they hype the Trump shit like some big thing's going to happen because of knowledge that doesn't mean shit to anybody, right?
Right.
The reason Japan never invaded us in 1941 was because the emperor said, if we invade America, there's a gun behind every blade of grass.
And there is.
And it's only got worse since then. We've got more and more guns.
I think we have more guns
Yep.
than we do blades of grass.
I
So
think
the-
so.
About it is, right?
And the
There's
farmers
one
like
thing
me
about
know
having a gun,
that
and there's another thing about being able to use it. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people that have guns. I wouldn't want to go hunting with them. You know what I mean?
I know that's
don't
right.
get started.
Jim, what was you going to say?
farmers know their property.
Oh,
There
yeah,
was an
absolutely.
Yeah,
invasion.
we do.
Yep.
But you know what? We're required to. You know what I mean?
You have to.
If I have a cap or something gets away from mom, we have to go find that cap, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to find it before the coyotes do.
The coyotes, mountain lions, whatever, wolves. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Point is, you have to know your land because there's a lot of nooks and crannies on it that only you'll know because you're on it. You know what I mean? People
That's-
don't go and get a topographical on a fucking farm because they're boring as hell. I'm going to look at a field, right? Out here, all you're looking at is pasture. You know what I mean?
Well,
The
farmers. Go ahead,
Okay,
101.
One of the reasons we won the Revolutionary War is because we knew the land.
We knew the
British
land,
didn't.
and the Indians knew the land too, and we had certain brands of Indians that were actually working with us as well.
Yep.
It was
But
the
the people
farmers.
knew the land. You know what I mean?
A lot of the city
I agree
dwellers.
with
A
Prepping.
lot of the city dwellers went back to Great Britain from Philadelphia, New York, and Boston. It was the farmers, the hunters, fishermen, trappers, and their children won the American Revolution.
I didn't
Hey,
get what you said, Rob.
I didn't hear what you said, Prepper.
I said about the fact that we won the Revolutionary War partially because we knew the land better than the British did.
Amen. See, you know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? I've talked to people that don't have a clue on what you just said there. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what a Revolutionary War was.
Oh,
No, I'm
I've
talking
seen.
about the land, the landmass, we're talking not only landmass people knowing the land, the people that hunted the land because you can hunt the land, you knew your land, you know the
I saw a video the other day. Someone asked somebody randomly on the street who fought in the American Revolutionary War, and they asked the person, "Who did we win our independence from?" They said France.
France
they
is the
not?
one that
France
helped us.
was on our side.
They were not only on our side, they were at war with England at the time too.
Yep.
And it wasn't so many moons before that they had the French Indian War, right?
Yep.
1854. Yep.
And
And
then
they're
there
all
was a
going-
question after that: who fought in the French, the Mexican American War? Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that question. Yep.
Yeah, they asked that question, and
Australia.
they're like, the person said Japan and Germany,
Oh, they
Yeah.
and I'm like, if this
So they
is our
forgot all
current
about-
generation, Lord
Then
help
they
us
forgot
all.
about Kit Carson, then, right? What Kit Carson
yeah.
actually did do, not the myth, but the actual fact of what he did.
What?
Kit
You're
Carson.
talking about Kit Carson?
Yeah.
And Lewis and
KIT,
Clark, they all
yeah.
mapped out the grounds.
And he went through hell to get reinforcements to the Americans.
Yep.
The point is, it wasn't just the Alamo. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, my point was, this was what was our current generation answering.
And now
these
reality, it
questions.
was before the Alamo.
They don't know history is the problem.
They don't.
Well, yeah, well, one one's referring to when my son went to high school in the mid 2000s. I was amazed, shocked at how little history they were being taught in a conservative school district.
And it's lesser now than it was then.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to rewrite our history with bullshit. You know what I
Those
mean?
who forget history are doomed to repeat it.
Yep.
And the thing about it is, people don't even realize this. Yes, Lincoln was an abolitionist, but it wasn't until 1863 that he went to free the slaves. Before then, he was just trying to keep the Union and the Confederacy together. And they fought it. They fired on Sumter, and when they did that, Battle of Bull Run happened. A lot of shit happened, right?
It was self-defense, Fort Sumner.
It was started before on paper.
But you figure when they fired on the Union troops, it was self-defense.
Amen. And that's how they looked at it too, because they were trying to secede from the nation. The whole point is, this is the shit our kids need to know. You know what I mean?
But
You
they
would
don't
think.
know it.
You figure the
You
Civil
would
War. I've said it before numerous times. The 101 in his show. It still came down to money. It was economics.
Doesn't it always come down to money?
Well,
Yep.
here's a little bit about the money situation. The reason we're in the shit now with the 1871 crap is because we ran out of money after the Civil War.
Thanks to
And
Ulysses S. Grant.
Lincoln had to get a bailout, so he went to the central banks and basically sold off the country.
But take a look at the Revolutionary War. They were printing currency everywhere.
Well, there was that too. It happened again back then. We were broke as a country, and we took a loan out from France. And France, at the time, the Rothschilds were involved in France, which then they bought up this country again. We paid off our debt between the Revolutionary War and the Civil War, and then it happened again. And the cycle repeats until the banks continue their
Oh,
rampage.
till now? Oh, yeah, still repeating
You got to
itself.
take a look at something of the during the Revolution, Civil War. The actual South was way more prosperous when it came to cotton because they were like the third largest economy in the world, right?
Well, back then, cotton was a massive
And tobacco.
thing.
Yeah, that and
And the
tobacco.
North, and the North set the price for that, which made the South take a big cut. And France and England were willing to pay the price the South wanted. Plus,
Amen.
the South was against having a
But
national
think about
currency.
Think about Revolutionary War, right? What were they worried about? Why are they worried about? They were worried about the beaver and the fur trade and the lumber trade. So now it revolves around some sort of fucking war, revolves around some sort of industry.
So, can we apply this to current day then to try to predict what's going to happen? Okay, you mentioned about what industries were affected back then. What industries are being affected today that could cause this theoretical future war?
All the food industries.
The
Oil.
food industries.
Actually,
Food industries are getting destroyed. Yep.
Food.
Okay, so you're saying that the food industries have the same importance as cotton and tobacco and that
Lumber.
of those past wars.
Can you
Yep.
sustain yourself without food?
I want to tell you what, you take away someone's food, they'll be desperate and they'll do anything to feed their family. And I
control
guarantee
the food,
The
you
energy
control
we
the
have
people.
is the petroleum, right? The gas.
Yep, without the fuel, we can't farm.
So
Oh,
it's all commodities, if that's what you're asking. And now everybody's all freaked out over the big tech going down. I'd like to see big tech go down. That'd be half the problem fucking solved.
I'd be okay
Bingo.
with, as much as I am on the internet and as much as I love watching videos, I could deal without the internet. I grew up when I was a little kid. I knew what it was like without it. I wouldn't mind going back to those days.
But yet, big tech is responsible for the problem.
Exactly.
And if big
why
tech
we
goes
need
down,
it.
that's the best thing that ever happened to us. Why hear why? We'd have our freedom of speech back. We wouldn't be living on pins and needles when we go live, right? We
right?
wouldn't be worried about all the bullshit that they throw at us. And we're a strong people. You know what I mean?
We're a hardy people, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Why should we allow them to get in our heads rent free?
Well, you say hardy people. The ones that actually give a fuck are.
Well,
new
but we're
generation
still a
are
hardy
not.
people. Not everybody's going to be the same, but yes, you are correct.
The new generation is not.
Well,
The new
that's why we're
generation
still
will be
here.
trained, though, right? Think about it. How do you learn every lesson in life? You go through some shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's a learning
Bingo.
experience.
You know, and if you have people not eating and there's nothing available, they're going to go to work to get food because they need it to sustain themselves.
Yep.
I'm not saying starve people out. I'm saying make them understand the reality of what is. You know
Well,
what I
when
mean?
they can sit at home and collect a check on unemployment, where's the incentive to?
Well, then they might need
Things
to
are
redo.
still quote unquote okay in their minds.
But that unemployment wasn't that big of a deal back until the COVID thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
People weren't getting it that easy. They weren't. You know what I mean?
Oh, it was tough to
They
get it.
changed the structure during that shutdown, and they did it on purpose. And the dumb thing about it is, look at every dumbass narrative they pushed. You know what I mean? They push dumbass narratives, which creates paranoia because people listen to the dumbass narratives,
Which creates fear.
which absolutely creates fear. Exactly, prepping.
But then,
And the dumb thing about it is, we don't give into that shit. We can't. I got so tired of people saying you better be afraid. Fuck you. I ain't got nothing to be afraid of.
That's it.
You know, you want to come fuck with me? I'll fuck back. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Right.
but if all this Nasara came true and everybody got a big check, people won't want to work.
No one's going to work anyway.
No, that's not
The
gonna.
thing about it
I
is,
know it's
that's
not
what
gonna
we have to
happen.
get back to. See, when they brought back manufacturing, people started to go back to work.
They wanted to go back to work.
Absolutely.
Because they were proud of what they were doing.
Yep.
I
Well,
ran
if you have no
cattle. I'm
self-worth,
proud of
if
what
you
I
ain't
do.
working, you have no self-worth. And if you have
Yeah.
no self-worth, you're in depression.
And guess what? You get depressed, and all of a sudden now you got to have a reason for depression, right?
Yep.
I'll be
Well,
right.
This caused me this. You know, fuck it, dude. You know what I mean?
Rob, when there's snow on the ground in the winter and I can't get work done, it's like I'm just dancy. It's like I'm a producer. I'm not satisfied with what I can accomplish.
Stir crazy.
Exactly. Like me today, right? I didn't have shit to do, and my wife fired me for the job. All right?
And you're
And
71,
I'm like,
you still want to work.
so I'm sitting here, right? And I'm going like, boy, this is going to be fun. You know what I mean? Now I need to be out there doing shit. You know what I mean?
It's because
Yeah,
our
go out
parents.
and rake the yard or something just for something to do.
Exactly. You know, and free money ain't free anyway. You know what
No,
I mean?
hell no. It always costs you in the end.
And it's going to cost you in the end. I think a lot of this shit is absolutely for the birds. You know what I mean?
Well, people are counting on getting money from the government, and
Well, the government don't have any money to give, and it's about
I
time
know.
to be honest. You can't print what you don't have. You can't weaken your dollar to the point of ridiculous. That's why they're
Too late.
the federal reserve is kicking up all the time now to make a dollar worth money again.
there should only be a certain amount of money in circulation, like what they have in Russia, and it should all be backed by, gold, platinum, or silver. And the
Something
reason why,
assets.
with all this debt, it's just the money pit. It's the transfer of wealth to other countries with this deficit. The transfer of wealth to Saudi Arabia, China with our deficit.
and that's true. And the other thing about it is, no, they cannot collect unemployment for long term now, but they push the envelope on that shit.
19 weeks.
Buy and this is what the Democrats did. They tried buying votes by giving everybody a lot of money, right? By
Yep.
giving you a lot of money, everything goes up because it devalues your dollar. It's stupid.
Well, all this money is created out of debt, is what it is.
Yeah, right on. Gene H is right. No, they don't. They kick you off. If you're on TF, when your money's up, it's up now. I know that for a fact.
Hello, love pugs.
Love bug, hello.
Well, I'm gonna take off. My wife's up now.
All right,
Oh.
bud.
Hey, it was good talking to everyone tonight.
Hey, it was
Everyone-
great talking to
Take
you.
care,
too, Jim.
Jim.
Good to see
Okay,
you.
I
Love
will,
ya.
Brenda. I'll check in later with one-on-one show. So,
All right.
Where I'll
Sounds
be.
good.
Good to see you too.
okay, have a good night, everyone.
and then there were 4.
Yep.
Yeah, there's 4 of us now.
Five.
But we're the 4 that we survived. Anyway, I think things are going to get a little tough, but I think that we can get tough too. You know what I mean?
Gina H, $50 an hour is a good wage.
50
Fucking
bucks
hey,
an hour?
that's a great
Jesus
wage.
Christ.
That's more than most your oil field workers or your heavy equipment operators make.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, must be nursing,
You're in the
independent
wrong.
nursing.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Oops.
Not nursing.
Nope. No, I know what you're talking about. Well,
Yeah,
still good money.
Right on,
Especially,
Crystal. We're here. My wife will answer.
yeah. Gina H, if you can go in as a contractor, not as an employee, and they're going to give you 50, I'd do it. Because then you could
I
bail
would
anytime
dive
you
on
want. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I want to go back to something Prepping 101 said.
All right.
There is a lot of pride in doing your own thing. You know,
Yep.
doing your own job, making your own money, and living your own life.
Oh, it's all part of putting down a legacy, ain't it? Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Absolutely. But, I haven't really ever talked to you that much, Prepping. Usually when you come up, I'm mad about something. And I'm glad that we had the time tonight to talk, brother.
You okay, Rob? You look
I
like
am
you're
fine.
upset, man.
What'd you say?
You look like you were upset there a minute.
No, I'm not upset about anything. I've been thinking about a lot of what's been said here tonight, and the valid points that are made, right? And I'm really impressed with the fact of, see, for being 28 years old, you got your shit together, and I'm glad that we had this opportunity to talk tonight.
If you
There's
see
a,
him
I'm not
rocking prepping, it's from an injury, okay? That's
I
why I'm
got
going
a
to leave that.
back thing going on that I slipped a disc, and I don't really want to talk about it to anybody other than that, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I didn't realize I did it until you took me to the doc on Monday.
Yep.
So
Finally got you there.
Okay.
my back has been hurting, and I got some sort of thing called sciatica, which if you drink a few beers, you can forget about it. But yeah, I took a disc out because I've been throwing a lot of bales and getting myself lined out to move.
Do they think it's fixable?
Oh yeah, it's fixable. They're just gonna take the fucker out.
Oh, wow.
I will say this, Rob. There's a lot more of us younger guys out there that know what's really going on than the world
Absolutely.
leads to believe. So I
No,
don't
I
know if
believe you.
I don't know if it,
I don't know. I kind of need it.
I don't know if it's enough to make a difference, but
Oh
Hang
hell
on,
yeah!
guys. I'm going to mute for a
think-
second. My nephew just showed up. Hang on.
All right.
go ahead, Rob.
I work with a lot of kids, a lot of guys younger than you even, right?
Hmm.
And their work ethic is through the roof when they come in. You know what I mean? I've ridden with kids that are 19, 18, 20, 23, and they'll ride like the best of them, right? They don't bitch about anything. It's in certain areas that probably have the problems, but probably not as widespread as we think.
It's funny. We were when I was at work today. I was talking with the guys, and that we were counting just how many people in the last year and a half that I've been there, how many people have left. We counted upward of 50 people. And that's either due to work ethic or being fired or laid off or whatever. But never once did I really see any of the younger guys that came through. And granted, I'm young, but I'm not, 20 years old anymore. But none of the younger guys they hired lasted more than a month, which is kind of sad from what I've seen. Now,
Well,
other areas might be different.
now I grew up in Minnesota, right? And we had manufacturing all over the place. And if you're doing like factory work back in those days, you just work that job to get something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you did it. So we got to remember that too. Things haven't changed that much.
No.
And there are areas where kids have a good work ethic, but that's been around for since the 60s, right?
Right.
Think about in the 60s when they were burning their draft cards, going to college and protesting, right? What do
I
you think
think
the work ethic was then? You know what I mean?
I think we're reliving the 60s and 70s in a
But we
current
made it
day
through the
sense.
60s and 70s now, didn't we, right?
Yep.
And I can tell you right now that during the 60s and 70s, they thought the sky was falling and we were going to lose our country because of Vietnam. You know what I mean?
Well, is that not what we're thinking currently with this whole what's been going on?
I don't know what we're thinking currently, but I'm going back to a time, right, where I remember our townspeople, and I remember going to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and you'd see the protesters and shit like that, right? And I remember going home and the sky is falling, everything's falling apart, right? And then towards the end of the 70s, everything started going back to normal. I think we're getting to the point where people are tired of all the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they know it needs to go back to normal. And I don't think money is going to be as free as it was because it can't be. And I'm not willing to give up on a generation or anything else until there's a reason to. I
Right.
also will tell you one other thing, prepping. When I was in the service, we served with a lot of young people as we got older. And they stood tall and they did the thing, right? And they worked, they did their jobs. I think we got to stop giving up on everything and start promoting positivity and getting things back to normal. And I think that people will eventually get the jobs they want or a job they need because it's just not going to be as available. And I think we have to start believing that we can accomplish it rather than thinking we've lost before we began.
I think the jobs will come back. It's a
I
matter
know
of, okay, there was a video that I watched last night of it was a kid making a speech to a school council about the school council was claiming equality when really it was being discriminatory. Okay, I'll leave it at that. And this kid made the point of stop with the he couldn't have been more than 17, 18 years old. He made the point of we need to stop with this decisive or divisive uh, rhetoric, this agenda where it's us versus them or me versus you. And the current generation needs to stop hating on each other and start working towards something that actually matters. And he made the point of who gives a shit about your skin color or whatever they were discriminating against, I
Yeah, it
don't
didn't
remember.
matter.
But he made the point of stop discriminating against that and just work towards something together.
Amen.
People want to act like these old school problems, such as racism or inequality or whatever the hell you want to put a label on it, still exist. The current generations, and even my generation and myself, I don't care what color you are. I don't care where you come from as long as you're a good person. And the the narratives that are pushed today don't want that out there. They want you infighting.
And you don't have to invite. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think a lot of this shit, their narratives that they push, right? That cause division.
Right.
And all we have to be able to do is identify what they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, Rob. Rob, I got someone here that wants to say hi to you. He can turn the camera on when he sits down. Oh, excuse me.
Hold on, Shane. I got to pee.
All right.
Oh dear. Dorinda, you've been awfully quiet. You're talking without a mic, by the way. You're muted.
I said, you never know what shit is going to come out of our mouths on this channel.
No, you don't.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. How about y'all?
Not too bad. I can't remember your name.
Ben.
I've
Ben.
never met you. Are you a relation to
That's
Shane?
Shane's nephew.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm Shane's nephew.
All right. How's trucking treating you?
It's actually pretty good. I finally got my Class A
Uh-huh.
with tanker endorsement.
What?
Cool. That's a hurdle.
I'm back.
It's been a pain.
You know, you kind of jogged my thoughts here a second when you mentioned about you finally got your license for your Class A. Going back to Rob. Going back to Rob here,
I'm
real
hauling
quick.
there.
Going back to Rob here for a quick second. The current generation doesn't see these things, such as getting a Class A license, as a big achievement. When you really think about it, that is a big achievement. And I think we need to start championing, I don't know, you know what I mean. Either way, supporting these types of achievements in society. Okay, in today's world, you say a degree doesn't matter. Well, it only matters how much credit you give it, which I think we need to start giving credit more to these people that work hard to further their careers, such as Shane's nephew up here.
So how you doing, Shane's nephew up here?
Oh, I'm doing all right, Rob. How about
I
yourself?
got fucking plans for you, dude.
Oh, shit.
Me and Shane have been talking. You've been on your ass long enough. Time to go to work, brother.
What, is 14 hours not enough for you?
No. That's just
Well,
a
my
warm
point
up,
just
brother.
went out the window.
Just to warm up.
Oh,
That's just getting warmed up.
You know, I treat you like you're new. How you been?
oh man, I've been trucking. It's been having a lot of people that decide that they want to pull out in front of an 18-wheeler fully loaded. And then whenever they about get rear-ended or about get ran over, they look at you and they flip you off and they're like, oh, okay. I'm over here going, guys, I'm hauling 80,000 pounds. I
Yeah.
don't do fender benders.
Right.
No, you do fender crunching.
Exactly.
Why are we stopping at the fender? I thought
So
it
you're
was the-
driving now, huh?
Yes, sir. I finally got.
Driving
Oh, go ahead.
Are you driving by yourself now?
Yes, sir.
Right on. You've come a long way, brother.
Yeah, I finally have my Class A with tanker endorsement. That's why I got this new hat.
I can't even tell the hat, dude.
It's you.
All right, on.
Yes, sir. If anybody in the comments or whatnot want to go get, thank you, Ed. If anybody want to go get a CDL, it's about $5,900. It's not cheap
Go through the class.
to go through the schooling. They'll set you up. They've got their
Oklahoma now.
right. If you're from Oklahoma or can go to Oklahoma for schooling, CDLU is the place to go because they have really good teachers, and it's in Enid, Oklahoma, just on the outskirts.
I've been to Enid. Maybe I
Yeah.
should get a truck driving license. Me and Shane. Can you imagine us?
No, Rob. No.
He's like, no.
Yeah, we can be team drivers. No.
That is a
That's
hard pass.
hilarious.
Oh,
Hard
come
pass.
on.
We'll
It'll
be
be
hauling
fun.
beer.
Yeah, we'll do a beer run.
It'll be fun.
Kind of like the Smoking Bandit.
I was
thing,
going to say,
right?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Eastbound and down, load it up and truck it.
That's it.
Thank
Or
you,
bring
Love
out
Pug.
his future wife, the elephant, and we'll be fine.
So that's why
Well,
he got his
congratulations,
picture.
brother. I'm glad to
Took
hear
us
that.
a week to
Thank
get
you.
there, or a day to get there, and 2 weeks to get home. I wonder why.
Well, I
That's
think
why he got his tanker license.
Yeah,
To haul the beer.
No.
That's one
we're
big
putting
keg.
some plans together. We might be needing your help.
All right. Sounds good.
Just saying, I'm going to drop down and get my stuff ready. Y'all have a good night.
You
Appreciate
too,
it.
brother.
Have a good night, Preppy.
Hey,
Thank you,
Preppy.
Preppy.
Yeah, Rob.
Thank you for tonight, dude.
Good
Yeah, I
night.
got you anytime, Rob. You're a good dude.
You're a good dude, too. I'm glad we talked.
Thank you, Carol.
A lot of nice people in my chat, bud.
Yeah, speak for yourself, Shane.
Well, I said my chat, not my panel.
Hey, fuck off, Shane.
Oh, man.
I'm looking forward to meeting you, dude, in person.
Hey, man. Likewise.
Think we're gonna have some fun keeping Shane in line. You ready to get him working out?
Man, I'll tell you this. It's a lot more work than it looks.
There's gonna be a ton of fucking work. I already know what I'm in for. The art of negotiation's over. Time for the hammer in the hand. You right?
Yeah.
Sledgehammer? Sledgehammer?
Whatever it
Well,
takes.
No.
Yeah, we're looking forward to coming up and getting things done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and sounds like a heck of a plan, man.
Yeah, it's right now, it's in the beginning stage and trying to figure it all out and get this shit sewed up down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
right now I only have 2 days off a week, so
So all
I'm
you
not going to
need.
have much time.
That's all you need.
So,
Are
But-
you doing long hauls or are you doing shorts?
mostly just short hauls.
Locals.
So you drive 14 hours to go home every night.
14 all the way up to 16 hours working in the oil field.
Yeah.
I have just basically certain things I have to do.
That's a good job, though. That oil field's good work, dude.
Yeah, and not only that, he's home every night.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
That's
wonder
fine.
when I'm going to be home.
You got a girlfriend, right?
Yes, sir.
That'll keep her if you're home every night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, God, I got to be home every night. You know what? I got a way around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to go home at night because she's sitting in the passenger side with you.
Oh, she rides with you all day, too?
No.
I'm talking about you, Rob.
Because I would have to come with a lot of fucking roll aids. Honey, relax.
No, she's been around trucking basically all her life.
Okay.
So
Right on.
her granddad owns a trucking company.
That you're
Her
working
truck-
for?
No.
They'll come up in Kansas or something.
They're from up in Salina. So it's a grain hauling
It's called the
outfit.
I like it. Rob, it's called the webcam in the cab. Oh my God, you have a webcam in your cab. Are you doing pornos in that cab?
Sorry, man.
Kinda
Not
hard
a
to
dick
ship,
cab.
baby. Oh God, I gotta watch it. It's Friday night lounge night. You gotta expect shit from me.
And guys, I do have something to say about with what Red put on. Truckers Against Trafficking. It is actually a really good organization
Amen.
that is I'm actually a member of because of I had to become a member of for the simple fact of in the state of Oklahoma they make you do that to get your license.
Yep.
And
Nothing wrong with that.
honestly, I do believe that that is one of the best organizations out there. That man, I really can't say
Nothing bad.
nothing bad about them.
Shane,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to help you with this.
Okay.
Let Big talk. He's got it down, dude. I know you love your nephew, right? But he was speaking, and you're like, well, I'm going to throw this out there for you. I'm going to help him with this. We do not help him. We have him here to enjoy the lounge on a night that we can dog him because he's a good guy.
Hey guys, hold on just a minute. I gotta go spit real quick.
Just trying to be helpful.
Stop helping.
You're welcome.
That boy gets tongue-tied at times, and I try to help him out now, damn it.
He wasn't even close to tongue-tied. You were just making sure that we stayed on text. He's sitting there
Wait a minute, there's a text here?
organization. You're in his ear saying it's a great organization. He's already made that point. Ben?
He's off to the side.
Yes.
Should we have chain talk for you?
It don't really matter to me.
I'd be like, no. He'll have you married and driving a truck and taking care of his shit, and tomorrow morning you'll be working for him. I got a great idea.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You don't know how long you worked for me, does he?
Tell you how I can talk you out a little bit of that money you're making. I can get you more. Anyway.
Yeah, he's got a contract now.
Yeah, but you'll do everything you can to help him with the contract.
Oh, yeah.
Then it'll be we have a contract. I'm telling you, man, I got your back. Don't let you sign your contract. No, I think that working in the oil field is a great thing, dude.
It is. I mean, there are some days where I come home and I'm hating truck driving altogether.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to love your job, but it's not that hard to love your job when you're working for yourself.
Yeah.
And you have that independence.
I mean, I got to agree with that 110-fold.
And you're your own man anyway, and you've been your own man forever. And that's a good thing, too. But yeah, anybody that's helping us with our oil and shit and moving it, that is amazing. And it's great to have you and glad to have you doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Man, I'll tell you this, it's not exactly easy out there, but
nothing worth doing is easy. You know what I mean?
But if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's not that easy driving a truck. It really isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Shane's sitting there talking in the back because now he's trying to mute himself. See how he treats us? I can't believe that. Shane.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I don't know. You haven't told me yet.
Well, he should tell you. Mr. Negotiator.
Yep.
Now I'm looking forward to things getting better. And I'm looking forward to what we're gonna do. And I'm damn straight looking forward to meeting you, Ben.
Hey man, likewise.
Do you want our protesters there free? Yeah, we'll take them all. We'll give them a ride. It'll be a one-way fucking ride.
Yeah. Throw shit at me, I'll throw shit right back at you, you asshole.
Thank. I'm tired of all that shit. You know, I got kind of carried away tonight. But you know
Dear
what?
God.
You know what?
Hmm.
That's again goes right along with what Prepper and me were talking about, prepping 101. Here you are, early, you're in your 20s, right?
Yes, sir.
And here you are making a living and going to work, right? And more of you kids are doing that. And I don't mean that calling you a kid because you're a man now, but you know what I mean, don't you? I'm not going to give up on our youth because our youth are showing they got spunk and they're getting out there and doing stuff
Yeah.
like we all did. Hold on, Love Pug 05. I'm so glad I grandfathered from the Marine Corps. My CDL was free. Right on. So you grandfathered out of the Marine Corps. So you're a Marine Corps trucker, Semper Fi, brother. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're making good choices, and people are doing that, and I'm proud of you for doing that. I mean that. And I think a lot of us have to look at that too. People are going to work, and eventually more and more will. You know what I mean?
Well, I hope so because, I mean, honestly, I'll tell you this. Everybody out there who really don't per se understand a lot of things, like I was in a class of 10 for the CDLU, and I
Yeah.
think 2 or 3 of them dropped out within the first few days because of it was too hard.
Yeah. But guess what? That happened in our day too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know, if 2 or 3 drop out, is a snowballing effect, honestly,
Sure.
because of, let's say that we got how many people here in the U.S.?
333 million or something like that, 370 million.
So you take about 2 to 3% of that. That's a lot of people.
Sure it is, but a lot of those people go find something else too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you got to kind of take a look at it. You didn't ring the bell, you didn't give up, you went and did it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you got to take pride in that too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Not everybody can do trucking. And if they find out early, then they don't cause problems later. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I think I'm to the point right now where I'm tired of giving up. I'm thinking it's time to press forward. You know what I mean? But we have to be wise enough to know, not everybody that grabs a job wants that job. Not everybody that goes to that school graduates to be a part of that school. And that's the way it's been from day one in our country. People all have different ideas. It sounded good at the time, but they moved on and did something else. It's going to happen. And we got to be wise enough to understand that. You know what I mean? You paid $5,900 for a career. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But you went out there to have a career. You want to make money. You want to take care of your business, and that's what you do. And more people are going to eventually have to do that. So you're ahead of the game. You know what I mean? Because you can go into a lot of things with trucking. You don't always have to be a trucker. You can go into maintenance, mechanics, whatever. You know what I mean? You got a wide open field. And you're working in the oil wells. So if you found a job down there you'd like, you'd make more money. And you know that too.
yeah.
So either way, you got to put in the door for a future. You see what I mean?
Yes, sir.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
And that's kind of good thinking. You have option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. And that's where we have to be. We have to, we've all done that our own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I joined the Corps. I'm a shithead. Everybody knows it. I'm a rancher. But I love ranching, and I love animals, and I love to eat them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, well, I do.
I'll eat them.
Yeah.
No, there's
Hey,
nothing.
Rob,
Go ahead.
by the way, I want to thank you for your service, man.
Oh, I didn't have anything better to do. Fuck, I'd have been in prison if I would have been out. I was a shit dude back when I was young.
Hey, man. Aren't we all, though? Aren't we all?
And then they got me, they paid me to do shit I loved.
Well, there you go.
So I guess if you get paid for it, it's not really a job. Sure as fuck was no adventure either. The bastard fired me. Anyway, thank you for that. But you know what? What's important right now is that we have to have more faith in our youth than we do, and we got to get back to that.
Yep.
If people didn't believe in me when I was a kid, I wouldn't have amounted to shit.
Yeah.
And you need that positive reinforcement. We're the people that, in order to unify, we have to talk to one another, get to know one another.
Yeah.
Everybody has strengths. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And you have ability. And clinical hypnotherapist was a Navy corpsman. That's the most respected job in the Corps. They followed us around. So thank you for your service. But you know, when I sit down and I think about this shit, right? That's what we have to do. We have to start working together, and that's how we do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, man.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let Captain Finger have his chair back. He's kind of
why?
Because I got to get back to the house.
Well,
you have a good night, Ben.
If you have to. Anyway.
My fiance, she got her gallbladder taken out today. So I gotta get back and go help her. So
right on, you're a good man, and she's doing all right though.
Yeah. She's having gas issues, but that happens.
Yeah, they're gonna fart.
But guys, have a wonderful night, and I'm out of here.
Have a good night,
Ben.
Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday we'll have lunch together when you're off. All right, we'll talk to you then, bud.
Well, hi, Shane.
Well, hello. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So anyway, yeah, he's pretty excited. It was no easy task for him to get his CDL. He passed his written test first go. Anyway, he went back over there 3 times. It's 2.5 hours over to take his driving. Finally got it. Then they drove with him a couple days. Well, he had been driving already with somebody else because he had his permit. And they drove with him a couple days after his license. And they turned him loose after 2 days.
Oh, wow.
That was a long crap shake. No, I wasn't taking a crap. I was sitting in the background.
He's really good at pooping for hours. Anyway, love Pug. Thank you for coming on in, and Sharon Smith, we enjoyed you too, and you have a good night.
Yeah, that boy just turned. That boy just turned 26 this year.
That ain't very old for having his shit together like that. You know what I mean?
Hey, I want to tell you what, that wasn't an easy task. Me and his dad worked on him the whole time because there was a time that he wouldn't do anything but work with us. He was scared to get out in public. He wouldn't talk to people, and we'd go out to order food. He'd duck his head and talk real low and wouldn't talk, and you couldn't hear him. I said, boy, sit up straight and speak. Finally, we got him to doing it, and I want to tell you what, he come around a long way. Now his dad gets mad at me. He just, all that boy wants to do is be just like you. Well, sorry.
Nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Nope.
I sat down there, and I thought about it if I didn't have anybody encouraging me when I first started out here.
Yeah.
It was a desolate place. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But You have to start somewhere. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And now seeing him go, right, gives you hope. And then hearing Prepping 101 tonight, right?
Yep.
Same thing, gives you hope. We need that hope, but we also need to incentivize things too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even though you fired me, I'm not that good of an employee anyway. That was my fucking
I
mouth.
only kicked you out of the office.
I would have kicked me out of the office way before you did too, because that motherfucker pissed me off when I let him know. Anyway, Jack Gamer, glad to have you here. Shane,
Yes, sir.
your turn to talk. I'm getting running out of things to say.
I was
No,
getting
you're
close
not.
too. I think I was fixing to shut her in. I mean, we've been on for over 2 hours. And we'll just shut her
Fair
down
enough.
and call it in the early evening, and we can all go. You know, people want to can go to wherever they want to go, but yeah, I'm not. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot this evening, and I was just excited you was going to get to come up tonight and hang out with us for a while. And
Glad you have done it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
oh, absolutely, yeah, it's always good to have friends around. And my nephew, he heard your voice, and he says, "Is that Rob?" I said, "Yeah," and he goes, "Can I talk to him?" I said, "I don't care." I kind
Well,
of
I
figured.
didn't care either. I was glad to hear him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Pretty
Yep.
cool. Here.
He's done a lot of growing up here real quick here in the last couple of weeks. Putting him in that truck sure changed his mentality.
Well,
And he
that's
always
good.
wanted a CDL.
The other thing about it is he can work for himself too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His own schedule, and that's a good thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. I have to walk outside and take a leak, but other than that, I'm good.
All right.
Awesome.
How you
Yeah, we
doing?
may.
Take a leak too.
I already did a while ago.
Good for you. How
And
did
I
it turn
went
out?
for my beer.
There you go. Try to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone.
I'm gonna knock out
And I
one
put
bird
the
with
dog
one
out and let
stone.
the dog back in. Hey, I'm good.
Yep.
Good job.
So I'm taking a break from my blanket for a week.
Oh,
Oh, really?
wow.
They had to hide it from yourself?
I took it down to work and left it down there. I had to show it off.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
If it's
Just
not
learn it,
within
you'll-
reach, if I can't get it in this house, it takes a break.
That's it.
Oh, golly.
Yep. All right. Discernment. Yeah. Sounds fine with me. Tomorrow we may go on at regular time. Tonight was just special, and I wanted to make sure we give him plenty of time, and we haven't got to see him all week, so it's kind of interesting to get to hear what he's going through and what all's going on. So,
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And yep.
yep.
I agree.
And then it's got a ways to go. Right now, a row for a quarter-inch row, quarter-inch. It's a full hour. So it's hitting that part where it kind of tests my patience for getting it done.
Are you on the border? Is that what it is? It's the border.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
beginning
that's a
of the
lot of
year was not
work.
bad, but it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, I told
Be
you for me
quiet
it has
now.
to be at least 6 foot, like 6'5" or 6'6" long.
Uh-huh. Well, it's almost as long as the couch right now, so I know it's hit about 6 feet.
Nice.
But
Yeah, if you operate borax, it does pay good.
Yep. As long as you can stay off the other crap that goes along with most of it.
You think?
Yep. Most of them
Yeah,
around here.
I'm glad to have been back tonight, and thank you guys all for having us here. And are you shutting down or are you staying on, Shane?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. Once again, if it wasn't for chat, we would not have a channel. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'd rather have said that with more people in the room because I wanted more people to hear that. But I say it usually a couple times a night because it is the fact. And if it ain't for the people, we're done.
Yep.
And I just
Thank you
heard
all
crazy
for coming.
meetings. So I enjoy this.
I'll have to look up Faywood, New Mexico.
That ain't very far, probably from where we're from.
Oh,
Is that
Nope.
over there by Deming, or is that on the other side of the state?
Faywood. I was trying to remember.
Faywood, I don't know where it is.
Might be a little small colony outside of.
I think it's north of Las Cruces.
All right, on. That's almost in Texas then.
I think it's just right north of that, I think.
Wow.
Hugs to each and every one of you.
I can't remember. I went down through and I was real close to it because I remember seeing it on the map.
20 miles,
20 miles
from
from
Deming.
Deming.
You get
20
a good-
miles from Deming.
You get a good rest, Susan.
I've been to Deming a lot. I've never been there, but maybe someday I'll go there.
Hobbs, New Mexico.
Oh, we've been to Hobbs.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, yeah.
Good night, Susan, and we're glad that you came in, and we hope you have a better night's sleep than last night.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I know where
Angels
Deming
on
is.
your pillow, Susan. Angels on your pillow.
You know, one thing that Deming
Faywood
is.
Hot Springs.
Oh, right on. We should go there.
I've looked that up. It's up towards Silver City, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I went down through there, I was heading down to Carlsbad, New Mexico.
I like Carlsbad. Really,
It's
really.
all right.
You know,
I went
We
down
like
in them
Roswell.
caves and shit.
There was this hotel where I was a motel, right? And right next to it, it had all the Texas barbecue and buffet. Oh my God, that was
Right.
good. See, can't remember what name it was called, but we went there. And we're grateful for all of you too, and thank you guys for coming on in tonight. And we sure enjoyed having everybody. And I'm back.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. We're going to shut her in, and we will talk to you all tomorrow, regular time, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain, 5 Western.
Right on. He said, I stay in the Playwood Hot Springs long-term RV. Stay
There
with
you
my
go.
dog buddy. Right on.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Cool. All right. Well, we're going to shut her down, and we will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a good evening, y'all. Sleep well. Have fun. You got a long evening still ahead. You can go do whatever the heck you want to do and have fun.
Amen.
Good night.
Good night.